Sonic CD, where do I even begin? My first experience with the game was the Christian Whitehead port of the game, and unlike the other classic games we played so far, I'm not gonna talk about the original CD but use the upgraded version for footage. This time I'm just talking about the port. And wow, this game has changed since I started playing it as an 8-year-old. So let's start talking about the game. Sonic CD's gameplay is divided in two for me, the completionist path, and the casual path, both leaving me with a sour taste in my mouth one way or another. The casual side simply consists of you only trying to beat the stage. This approach to the game had many issues, the first being that going fast isn't really encouraged because the game has a more maze-like layout and the enemies are meant to be dogged rather than attacked straightforwardly. Simply trying to beat the stage like any other Sonic game isn't gonna cut it. Next, beating the level in a straightforward way is very empty, not much happens which makes doing most of the zones a breeze, but lastly, it just isn't rewarding to do them. The completionist side of this is just awful. In Sonic CD there is a time travel gimmick that you have to use enabled to go to the past and destroy Dr. Eggman's robot generators in both the first and second zone acts to get a good future in every stage and unlock the good ending. Now first enable to get to the past you need to find a signpost that says past on it, you need to run past it and keep a fast pace for a while enable to time travel, but these signposts are very hard to find and keeping a fast pace in these level layouts is difficult as discussed earlier. Now that you have finally reached the past, now you must continue to wonder about the confusing layouts and find the robot generators, destroy it and you can move on to the next level. You have to repeat this shit 14 times for all the good futures. However, you can shorten that to only 7 times by using the alternate way to get the good ending, the time stones. However, this process isn't even that much better as you have to play these atrocious special stages instead to get the time stones and therefore, the good ending. These special stages are awful, Sonic 1 level of bad being that the minigame isn't fun from the core rather than it being a technical issue like Sonic 2. Getting all 7 time stones guarantees the good ending and a good future from that point forward. However, just like Sonic 1, the good future and ending are all visuals, but it's even more of a headache to achieve. Unlike the gameplay, everything else about it is stellar. I love how beautiful the backgrounds are. Stardust Speedway's night sky is so pleasing to the eye and Metallic Madness has a lot happening in the background which adds to the claustrophobic feeling of the tight corridors in this zone. I like how there are 4 entire versions of each zone which makes looking at this game never get old. The past has a more primitive and natural aesthetic to demonstrate how it looked before Eggman started taking over, and then the bad future with its mechanized look where everything is dark color with the environment being packed with machines to show Eggman's takeover. The good future is by far the most pleasing to see though. Sonic CD's music is top tier, just like the visuals, there are 4 versions of the music depending on the time period. I love the Good Future songs the most, but the others are also great to listen to. My favorite track being Palm Tree Panic Good Future. I think this game is alright, it by all means is the worst Sonic game which I initially gave to Sonic 1, but it just feels wrong placing it there because besides the gameplay which is a real stinker, it's amazing and worth a try. Anyways, see you guys next week and goodbye. Thanks if you watched to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it.